Happy Halloween. Today's lineup might send chills down your spine. A Tennessee mother accused of murdering her 13-year-old child. 4 Campbell soldiers are returning home to their families after a long deployment. Plus, reporters are suing a Tennessee prison. Stay tuned for more tricks, treats, and truly haunting headlines.
Welcome back to your APSU-TV News. I'm Jazmin Logan.
And I'm Caleb Scott. The trial of a mother accused of murdering her 13-year-old disabled son is underway. Clarksville now reports Cheyenne Maddox may take the stand in her own defense. Maddox is charged in the death of her son, Kadaris, in 2022. Emergency crews found the child's body among a large amount of trash. The boy was severely underweight and was only 35 pounds. Prosecutors argue that the autopsy reports show Cheyenne Maddox was neglectful to the point of the child dying of malnourishment. Defense attorneys argued that Maddox was an overworked mother of 6, trying to do her best. Cheyenne's mother expressed feeling sad following the verdict around 11:30 a.m. The sentencing will be January 14th. Soldiers with the 101st Airborne Division deployed to Romania and other European nations will return home to Fort Campbell, but no new American troops will be sent back overseas to replace them. That's according to a press release from the U.S. Department of War. Secretary Pete Hegseth claimed the charge was part of a, quote, increasing European personal accountability. NATO allies are meeting President Trump's call to take primary responsibility for the conventional defense of Europe. This forced posture adjustment will not change the security environment in Europe, end quote.
Clarksville police say 2 men have been arrested in connection with last week's bank robbery inside the Walmart on Madison Street. Authorities say Justin Easley from Nashville's accused of entering the FSNB bank branch on Tuesday and demanding money. No weapon was shown and no one was hurt. Easley then ran to a vehicle nearby, driven by Devin Glass, who is now charged as an accessory after the fact. Police say anyone who might have information should give them a call.
APSU's Institute for National Security and Military Studies recently gave some of its students the opportunity to learn about European policy and intelligence by sending them overseas to Greece for an internship. The effort is in part of a partnership with the Research Institute for European and American Studies. APSU security students were in briefings about European and NATO defense developments, while also attending briefings on human trafficking, maritime security, and overall NATO occupations. I interviewed one of those students, Joshua Hunt, a national security studies major who was a part of the internship, and he had this to say, quote, "Living and working in Greece made geopolitics feel real, not just something written in books. During my time in Greece, I learned that good intelligence depends as much on awareness and relationships as it does on analysis," end quote. This program is the first of its kind, not just in APSU, but in most of the United States, with its goal is to make a smarter and safer America. Emergency resource centers will soon be open for Fort Campbell families affected by the government shutdown. More than 650,000 federal employees have been furloughed, while another 730,000 are still on the job without pay. However, it was announced by local government officials from Montgomery County and southwestern Kentucky that they have formed a partnership with Christian County's Military Affairs Committee, establishing emergency resource fairs to assist Fort Campbell soldiers and others affected by the government shutdown. Montgomery County Mayor Wes Golden, in a quote, said, "These individuals are our friends, our neighbors, and our colleagues. They have sacrificed for us, and now it is time to give back to them in their time of need," end quote. 2 resource fairs will be scheduled at the Montgomery County Public Library here in Clarksville. The first is Tuesday, November 7th, from 10 in the morning until 6 in the evening. The second is Wednesday, November 8th, from noon until 6 in the evening. If you would like to help provide relief, guidance, and support affected families, you can find contact information on the Montgomery County website, montgomerycountykn.gov.
Several news organizations, including the Associated Press, are suing Tennessee prison officials, claiming the state's execution methods violate the public's right to full transparency. The lawsuit was filed Tuesday in Nashville and argues that reporters are not allowed to witness the entire execution process, only moments after an inmate is strapped to a gurney. The group of news organizations says the limited access violates both the U.S. and Tennessee constitutions. As Election Day draws closer, the candidates vying for Tennessee's 7th Congressional District seat faced off at a forum hosted by the Clarksville Area Chamber of Commerce. They discussed some of the issues voters care about, from immigration enforcement, the economy, to tariffs, and even the Epstein files. Last Thursday, I was on the scene and have the breakdown of how each candidate responded to these hot-button topics. As Election Day nears, only 3 of the 6 candidates running for Tennessee's 7th Congressional District seat tackled some of the biggest issues facing the nation at the Clarksville Area Chamber of Commerce private forum. Immigration enforcement was one of the first topics to spark debate.
I think the way it's being done currently is overly aggressive.
Our Congress has not done basic things like define birthright. I think all of us would agree that our immigration system is entirely broken.
But the tone changed when the discussion turned to the Epstein files.
If the government is of the people, by the people, then they should be releasing those files.
Politicians protecting perverts needs to stop. I have committed to releasing the Epstein files as a vote in Congress.
From there, the conversation shifted to the economy and the impact of tariffs.
I think the tariffs as executed by President Trump are unconstitutional.
I don't blame the executive. Congress doesn't do his job, so he's doing everything he can. But Congress has to start doing their duty. The unpredictability that tariffs are executing on our economy, they hurt local economies, they hurt local supply chains.
The forum gave voters a clearer picture of where the candidates stand heading into the District 7 election. Early voting begins November 12th and runs through the 26th, with Election Day set for December 2nd. We will have more with the Political Corner right after this break.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hi, welcome back to the Political Corner. I'm Alexis Hill. It has been an entire month since the government shutdown began. Many federal employees have now missed their first full paycheck since the shutdown began on October 1st. By law, federal workers are supposed to get back pay once the shutdown is over, but the White House has tried to cast doubt on that. At the same time, the looming expiration of SNAP benefits threatens food security for almost 42 million people. Critical services and benefits are being disrupted, prompting legal changes and pressure on lawmakers. The government shutdown is also causing division among the Republican Party. Some of GOP lawmakers, like Dan Crenshaw, are questioning the approach. Adding to the administration's woes, a federal judge has interviewed issuing an injunction to prevent the firing of federal workers during the shutdown, further complicating the situation. Lawmakers in Washington remain deadlocked over the government shutdown. The Senate repeatedly fails to pass funding bills, highlighting the deep divisions and lack of consciousness on how to end the shutdown. The standoff continues to impact critical services, leaving the nation in a state of uncertainty and mounting pressure on lawmakers to find a resolution. House Republicans have finished the investigation into former President Joe Biden's alleged mental decline, claiming he was already impaired while in office. The committee is now recommending the Department of Justice investigate whether some of the Biden's executive orders should be overturned. House Republicans unveiled their law promised reports on Tuesday regarding former President Joe Biden on GOP reports does not include any Congress evidence that aides conspired to enact policies without Biden's knowledge or that the president was unaware law pardons or executive orders assigned in his name. But Republicans said their findings cast doubt on all of Biden's actions in office. They sent a letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi urging a full investigation. Biden has strenuously declined that he was unaware of his administration's actions, calling such claims ridiculous and false. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee denounced the probe as distraction, a waste of time. President Trump and the first female prime minister of Japan discussed trade during the visit to Asia this week. Sanae Takashi became Japan's first female prime minister only a few days ago. She hopes to solidify her relationship with Trump while also defending her country's economic interests. All while Trump is trying to nail down more than $500 billion in Japanese investment as part of a trade agreement. Trump and Takashi agreed on a deal that the U.S. will impose a 15% tariff on Japanese imports. This is lower than the 25% Trump had threatened. In return, Japan has pledged to invest more than $500 billion in U.S. industry as well as buy more American goods. The East Wing of the White House has been reduced to a pile of rubble after demolition orders from President Trump. All of this is a part of Trump's still-to-be-approved plan to build a $300 million ballroom. The demolition marked the reversal of Trump's earlier promise back in July. Many White House alumni and presidential historians are critical of the project. This criticism was dismissed by Trump and his administration as manufactured outrage. Senior administration officials told ABC News that Trump will likely name the ballroom after himself. It was said some are already referring to it as the President Donald J. Trump Ballroom. Here's what Trump had to say about the ballroom's name.
I don't have any plan to call it after myself. That was speculative. Probably going to call it the Presidential Ballroom or something like that. We haven't really thought about a name yet.
Well, that's all for now. Stay tuned for the weather after this scary short break.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Hey Malachi, how's your Halloween going?
My Halloween's going pretty good. I'm dressed up as Eminem today, so I'm feeling a little sweet, you know. How's yours?
It's pretty good. I am definitely loving the costume.
Thank you.
What about you, Kaleb?
My Halloween's going great. It was my birthday yesterday, so I'm riding that high a little bit. Malachi, I know it was your birthday too.
Vice versa. Yep, 21.
You ready for the weekend?
Yes, sir.
How's the weather gonna look out there?
It's gonna look pretty good. How about we get into it right now? So, as you all can see, up north, there's a cold front that's slowly moving its way down south. And in Chicago and in New York, it's a little nippy, so, and then as you can see as well in the Midwest, it's also cold as well. And Los Angeles is probably the only warm region in the country. And then in Montgomery County, as you're making your way to class today, it's gonna be pretty cold. I would definitely advise you all to wear a jacket because it's 58 degrees and the wind is blowing as well. It's moving 9 miles per hour. And then as we move on to our night, it's going to be 51. I think it's going to be around 44. That's the lowest it's going to get. So if you're going to plan on going on trick-or-treating today, I definitely would advise putting some pocket warmers or just wear a little jacket underneath your costume. And then, as you know, this is our 5-week forecast. As you can see, Friday is going to be the sunniest day out of the whole next 5 days with a high of 59. And then Saturday and Sunday, storms are going to be moving in, clouds are going to be moving in. It's going to be an 80% chance of rain. The highs is going to be around the high 50s, and the low is going to be around the low 40s. And then Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be partly sunny, partly cloudy, with the highs coming back up. It's going to be in the mid 60s, and the lows is going to be around the low 40s. So I would definitely just bring a rain jacket, bring a jacket, because fall weather is slowly moving in. And thank you all for sticking us for the weather, APSU weather. After this short break, we will be moving into the sports section.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hello, I'm Hugh Wheeler. You already know what I am. Here is this week's news in Clarksville sports. Homecoming came and went last weekend here in town. Two of our students, Aden Davis and Josh McNutt, recap everything that took place.
The Austin Peay football team sits at third place in the United Athletic Conference after its victory over North Alabama last Saturday. Head coach Jeff Ferris prepped his team with the homecoming festivities to take on the Lions.
Our student body is fired up for this week, bringing the great players and alumni back, and it's fun, a celebration of Austin Peay.
So what has been your favorite homecoming activity this week?
Have to be the bonfire on Monday night. Dr. Carr spoke, I got a chance to speak.
Coach Ferris says it's the community that makes Austin Peay special.
One thing that I will say about this place that's been really fun is the family environment. I really enjoyed our time at Duke and UCLA, but this community's been unbelievable to my wife, our kids. Everybody knows everybody.
Defensive coach JJ talked about how the Governors were able to prepare for North Alabama's offense.
It all started from a good week of practice. Preparing for a game, it just don't take one day. So from Monday, from walkthrough, they attacked it from day one. Did what they had to do from each call. We were going against a good North Alabama offensive team with a lot of schemes they were doing. We matched everything they was doing. We prepared well, and they came in ready.
Austin Peay play-by-play announcer Barry Gresham spoke highly of number 31 Montrez Smith Jr.
He is on the Jerry Rice Award watch list, one of the top freshmen in the nation. That kind of solidified his candidacy. He's got a shot at winning that award. 2 huge interceptions. The one at the goal line was big time. He's a top tackler on this Austin Peay team and a big-time player to watch the rest of the year. And a good thing, again, he's a youngster, just a redshirt freshman.
And the Governors beat North Alabama 28-56 here at home. I'm Aden Davis.
I'm Josh McNutt.
Reporting for APSU-TV.
The Governors continue the season tomorrow at Southern Utah in Cedar City. Meanwhile, on the hard court, F&M Bank Arena opened its doors to Govs basketball for the first time this season on Tuesday. Austin Peay beat MTSU 66-55 in an exhibition matchup. Both men's and women's teams officially begin the season in a Monday doubleheader beginning at 5 in the afternoon here in Clarksville. The season concluded for Austin Peay soccer last Saturday after a scoreless tie at Bellarmine. The Governors finished the year without a win in an official matchup for the first time since their inaugural season in 2002. Updates on the team will be announced from APSU-TV throughout the offseason. Back on the hard court, Governors volleyball lost 2 home games last weekend against Lipscomb and Queens. Austin Peay has now lost 9 Dunn Center games in a row. The Govs head back on the road to Kentucky to play Bellarmine this afternoon and Eastern Kentucky tomorrow. Over on the ice, Clarksville's Red River Spartans lost 2 road games in Toledo, Ohio last weekend, 0-4 and 1-6. The Spartans head back to the Midwest this weekend to play 4 games in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Closing out the fall golf season, Austin Peay finished in 9th place at the Judson in Hattiesburg, Mississippi this week. Both men's and women's golf teams will return to action in February. Over in the world of racket sports, the Governors left this week's Conference Invitational Championship with 5 matches won in Jacksonville, Florida, but the women failed to record a win at the event. Austin Peay's women's tennis team continue the fall season in Lincoln, Nebraska next week, while the men's team are done for the fall semester. Austin Peay cross country raced in the men's and women's Atlantic Sun Cross Country Championships in Jacksonville, Florida this morning. The women's team finished in 9th place, with senior Sydney Freeman finishing in 30th place. Governor's men's team finished in 11th place overall, led by a 65th place finish from redshirt junior Tamar Upshaw. The NCAA regionals begin on Friday, November 14th. And now, here are your local high school football games this week. Clarksville High shut out Cane Ridge and will play Independence in the state playoff first round. Clarksville Academy ended their season with a shutout over Mount Juliet Christian Academy. Northeast defeated Northwest 21-8 as both teams finished the year with no postseason. Rossview scored 0 points against Antioch and has a date with Brentwood in the first round next week. However, the season is over for West Creek after a shutout loss to Greenbrier last night. Montgomery Central will also miss the playoffs with a game remaining tonight at home against Spring Hill. Kenwood plays at Dixon County tonight with seeding implications on the line, and last but not least, Kirkwood welcomes Henry County to town tonight at 7 for a 5A Region 7 title fight. That's all for sports. I'm Hugh Ehler. We'll be back with more after these messages.
Great having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Everyday life is full of stories that inspire, entertain, and connect us. Let's take a closer look at the people, trends, and moments that bring color to our world. This year, APSU women's soccer team, in conjunction with Team Impact, signed a new member. Our reporter, Haley Bayham, has more on the story.
Austin Peay has a very special team member this year because of an organization called Team Impact. It's a national nonprofit that pairs children facing serious illnesses with a college athletic team to create a lasting impact on them.
Rising senior Sophia Davidson, she reached out and said, "Hey Kim, I'd really like to get involved with Team Impact." And so I was like, let's look into it. We put in for it. And luckily enough, right before season, Mira came to us.
Mira has brought so much energy to the team this year, especially with big personality. She pushes the girls to remember why they fell in love with the game. She has left a lasting impact on them, and that's something that they will carry with themselves forever.
The one thing that I would love to take away from this is the relationship with her. I love spending time with her. She's awesome, and her family's been great, so just them being able to come out and support us and us being able to support them in whatever way we can.
At every game, the girls carry a special part of Mira with them. It represents her strength, and it's a little part of her that they can carry with them every time they play.
Soph has in her hair a teal and purple bow because that's her favorite colors.
Let's wish the girls special luck for the rest of the season. Haley Bayham, APSU News.
With today being Halloween, Teagan Morris went around asking people what costumes they will wear tonight.
I'm probably going to be Megra from Hercules or Kim Possible. They're great characters, and I have the red hair, so it doesn't take a lot of extra effort.
So this year I'm gonna be Harley Quinn. So there's this guy that I'm doing a partner costume with, and like I'm kind of like a delusional a little bit. So I was like, oh, we should just do Harley Quinn and Joker because Harley is delusional about Joker, and I was like, that's gonna work perfectly.
So I'm not sure what I'm gonna be for Halloween. I actually haven't really thought about it.
but I don't know. I'll probably be something basic like a Barbie doll or something like that.
My nephew actually told me that I'm going to be a bumblebee catcher because his name is Bee and I call him Bee, and I'm Aunt Bee. So bumblebee themed is what Halloween is. I'll be a bumblebee catcher.
I think I was gonna be a ghost because like I can just get a sheet and like cut some holes. Easy peasy.
For Halloween, I'm dressing up as a F1 driver because I love Tate McRae, and she used to be a dancer, and I've danced for 16 years competitively, and so growing up I always loved her because she was always like very advanced, so that's what I'm going for Halloween.
I was planning to be Chip Skylark from Fairly Odd Parents, mostly because childhood wonder, and I do love my childhood very much so, and also I do have my shiny teeth in me.
It's a fun and frightful day, but Halloween can be dangerous for little ghosts and goblins. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has 5 dangers to keep trick-or-treaters safe tonight.
It can be dangerous for lots of different reasons. Think about adding reflective stickers and other designs that might make it easier for your child to be spotted by people who might be driving by.
So, anyone have any fun plans for Halloween?
I'm going to watch a lot of horror movies, and then I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Nice.
What about you guys?
Let's go to Nashville.
Oh, that'd be fun. What's down in Nashville tonight?
Broadway.
I'm sure they got a lot of exciting Halloween stuff.
Yes, they do. On the Broadway.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting. Personally, I'm going to watch Halloween movies and do some homework.
Yeah, that's smart. Productive while enjoying the holiday, yeah.
Very true. What about you, Caleb?
Well, I think I'm gonna get a little get together for my friends and I. Gonna hang out. Of course, it was me and Malachi's birthday yesterday, so I'm just gonna try and celebrate.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, both of you.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
exciting.
Yeah, I turned 21. You turned 22.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day today. I feel like Halloween. I love Halloween so much.
It's a very festive time. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fun to have a birthday the day before Halloween because you have like all of the candy options available. You know, you do whatever you want. Yeah.
Used to go trick or treating, birthday, then Halloween. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yep, exactly.
Birthday, then Halloween, candy and cake.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Jazmin? What are you doing for Halloween?
Well, I'm gonna have more of a chill night tonight, just working. I'm gonna hang out with my cats later, and then I'll celebrate the holiday tomorrow night.
That would be fun. Yeah. I mean, it's the first. You got kittens too. It's the cat's first Halloween too. They've been spooking everybody, been going around and.
Well, we're gonna see later. I'm probably gonna just let them roam around the window, jump out, maybe scare some people. You know.
Oh yeah.
They're very active and playful kittens, so they'll have a great time.
Yeah, I wonder where do witches get like all of their cats from? You always see like a witch with a cat, but they never like establish where the cat like came from. You know?
Cats find us. They find us.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say PetSmart.
Yes, that's also an option.
Yeah, that is.
That is all the time we have for today. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU_TV. Thank you for watching your APSU TV News Update. We'll be back next time, and as always,
let's go Bee!